Hi everyone, welcome to Hunter Gatherer Cooking. Today is, I'm not going to say the final episode because there's actually probably plenty more to come, but it's probably one of the most exciting episodes for the Sutton Ridge playlist that I've been doing. So I've been following the Vineyard for, well, I say a year, it's not quite been the year now, but it's finally the day for harvest. So I'm heading down to the Vineyard now to check out sort of what's going on. It's a bit of a sort of a morning all day type thing with all the picking. There's a group of people coming, it's going to be a bit of food and things like that. I can't wait to see how many grapes are actually sort of been produced, and then we'll obviously go off to the winery. So I really hope you enjoy this episode. Please support Sutton Ridge by giving them a little follow on Instagram, same as my page, and obviously if you are enjoying this, then hit that subscribe button.
So here we are, it's Thursday the 7th of October, and at Sutton Ridge Vineyard we've just started our harvest for 2022. First variety we're going with this year is the Bacchus. We almost always bring in the Bacchus first just because it's very early ripening on our site, does very well. So what determines our picking or picking date is we're looking for sugars to be rising and acids to be dropping, but we don't want the acids to drop too low. So it's just about finding that sweet spot. So just a few things to look out for here. These bunches here, as you can see, they're quite open and exposed. These have actually got a bit of sunburn. You can see that there's almost like a bit of a scorching. Won't affect the flavour, but just discolours the skin a little bit. So what we're looking for in terms of flavour with the Bacchus, when you try it, in that lovely sweet hedgerow notes, a little bit of elderflower, and it's one of those varieties you can really pick on flavour. I mean, yes, we'll look at the acid and the sugar, but certainly flavour is the key consideration when we're going to pick. So as we move up the row here, you can see we've got teams of 2 and 3 working down the rows, picking into crates. Now the crates normally hold around 10-11 kilos of grapes of Bacchus, but as we've had quite a dry year, the bunches haven't swelled quite as much as they normally would. So we're looking at only about 9 kilos per crate. But the flavour and the flavour profile is just fantastic. So yeah, we're really pleased with it, and looking forward to getting it in the tank and then released in April. So another way of determining whether a grape is ready for harvest is if you very easily and gently squeeze it, have a look at the pip here. When it's starting to go that sort of golden brown sort of colour, you know it's getting close to being ready to harvest. So look, it's still quite green in there.
Yeah.
So it's very green, so that obviously isn't ripe. And that's not right because it's one of the higher up bunches, so all the energy's gone into the lower bunches further down. Characteristics of the Bacchus variety is they're quite small but tight bunches. Grapes are all nicely compacted in there. Creates quite a lovely bunch there to look at. Some other varieties will have a lot looser bunches. That tends to be the varieties that have been bred to have better disease resistance, because the tighter the bunch, there's less air movement through there, so the more chance of mildew to develop. So as we've had such a great year, the Bacchus is lovely and clean and it's ideal, perfect for what we want. And this is Flo. Flo, you gonna come say hello? Oh, you're a bit shy of other dogs, aren't you, Flo, eh? So Flo's the farm dog, a bit scared of sheep, so she retired at 18 months. Come live in the vineyard instead. Yeah, you don't like sheep, do you? No sheep around here. There's not. So, very fortunate here at Sutton Ridge with our picking. We'll normally do one variety at a time, and we'll do that in 4 or 5 hours in a morning session. And our pickers, a lot of it's family, friends and cousins, we all come together, and usually a team of about 12 will pick somewhere between 1 and 2 tonne in the morning. And then we'll have a nice meal after, and I'll take the grapes on down to the winery.
the end of this video. So it's been amazing to see the vines growing all year. The process has been fantastic, and the next video hopefully will be taking the grapes to the winery, and I'll see if I can poke the camera around there. So again, if you're liking the video, liking the series, hit that subscribe button. There is a super thanks if you want to donate, and a new Patreon account as well. The links are in the description below. If you're interested in purchasing some wine, then get in contact with Luke again. All the links are in the description. See you soon.